Hello everyone, welcome back. Today in this video we are going to solve Cambridge IGCSE Mathematics paper 4.2, which is an extended paper from latest FabMar series year 2025. So without wasting time any further, let's do some math. So we are going to start the latest FabMar series paper from 2025. It's paper 4, calculator based paper. It's a 2-hour paper and it's for 100 marks. Do follow Math Builder for all the latest papers. So let's get started. We also have formula sheet given here, but who wants formula sheet? Let's start from question number 1. It says write down a factor of 28 that is a prime number. So factor of 28 is 7, which is a prime number. Question number 2, it says simplify 4y square plus 3y minus y square plus 2y. So we can write 4y square minus y square as 3y square. 3y plus 2y is 5y. We can take y common and we can write 3y plus 5. So y times 3y plus 5 is the answer. Let's move on to question number 3. We have a diagram given to us. It says shade 2 small squares to make a pattern with 2 lines of symmetry. 2 small squares to make a pattern of 2 lines of symmetry. So one will be this and another one will be exactly this. So that we have two line of symmetry. One is going to be this and another one will be like this, both the diagonals. So actually we don't have to sketch the axis of symmetry, we just have to sketch 2 small squares. So this is the answer. Let's check question number 4 now. It says calculate 20.24 minus cube root of 30 upon 6.5. Give an answer correct up to 1 decimal place. So this we can do entirely in the calculator. So let's put the value 20.24 minus shift cube root of 30 equals to this divided by 6.5, and the answer is 2.63581 and so on. But it says write correct up to 1 decimal place. So our final answer is going to be 2.6. Let's move on to question number 5. This is question 5. It says a pattern is formed by 3 congruent rectangles. So we can see 3 congruent rectangles. So length and width of each rectangle is going to be same. It says each rectangle is a rotation of 90 degree. The point A has coordinate 2, 5, which is here, and the point B has coordinate 4, 1.5, which is here, 4, 1.5. Work out the coordinates of point C and D. So we have to find the coordinate of point C and point D. So let's check. This is 2, 5. So this is going to be 2. And this we have to figure out. Okay, so this is from 2 to 4. This is going to be 4 something. That means this distance is 2 units. So this is definitely going to be 2, but this we have to find. This is 1.5 because this is also 1.5. So this is 2 units. What is this? So this is 1.5 to 5. That means this is 3.5 units. So this is 2 units. This is 4, this is going to be 4, 5. This is going to be 4, see this is 2. So 5 minus 2, that's 3. So that's 4, 3. And this is definitely 3.5 units. That means this is going to be 4 plus 3.5, that is 7.5, 7.5, C. So C is going to be 3. 7.5, 3. This is again 2 units. So this is going to be 9.5, y-axis is 3 units. Now this is 3.5. This is going to be 9.5 only. So 3 plus 3.5, 6.5. That means coordinate of C is 7.5, 3, and D is 9.5, 6.5. We can write our final answer here: 7.5, 3, 9.5, 6.5. That's the coordinate of C and D. Let's check question number 6. It says each week Nisha is paid $12 per hour for the first 40 hours that she worked. She's paid 30% more per hour for any extra hour that she works. 1 week Nisha works for 45.5 hours. Calculate how much she's paid that week. So for first 40 hours, she's going to be paid at the rate of $12 per hour. That means we can write 12 into 40. And additional, she is going to be paid 30 percentage. So what's 30 percentage of 12? Let's find 30 percentage of 12. This cancel out. 3.6 basically. 12 3 is 36 upon 10, which is 3.6. That means instead of $12, she's going to be paid $15.6 additional for the additional hours. That means 15.6 multiplied by how many additional hours she's working here apart from 40? 5.5 hours. So 5.5. Now do this in calculator, you'll get the answer. 12 into 40 plus 15.6 multiplied by 5.5, which is coming out as 565.8. So let's write down $565.8. Let's move on to question number 7. The table shows the age and mass of each of 10 babies. Okay, it says complete the scatter diagram. The first 6 points have been plotted for you. Okay, so 9 and 4.6 we have to mark. Where is 9 and 4.6? 9, 4, this is 4.5, 4.6 is exactly here. Then 7, 4.5, 7, 4, 4.5 is going to be here exactly. Then so this is done. 1, 2.5, 1, 2.5 exactly here. Then 11 and 5.3. So 11 and 5, this is 5.5, this is 5.3. So we marked all the points. We can clearly see this is a positive correlation. So we'll write down positive. It says on the scatter diagram draw the line of best fit. So I can draw a line of best fit like this, passing through the center, going like this, like this. You have to make sure few points, like equal number of points are above the line and equal number of points are below the line. That's the line of best fit. So this is also done. Use your line of best fit to find an estimate of the mass of a 14-week-old baby. So mass of a 14-week-old baby is going to be this point, which is 2 points above 6. So that's going to be 6.2. 6.2 kilograms is going to be the mass of a 14-week-old baby as per the case. Let's move on to question number 8. Yeah, question number 8, it says the scale drawing shows the position of boat A and boat B. It says find the actual distance between the boat A and boat B. Scale 1 centimeter is equals to 0.5 kilometer. So 1 centimeter is 0.5 kilometer. So I had calculated, I have measured this, and this was coming out as 4.2 centimeter. For this, you have to print the paper and check. So this was coming out as 4.2 centimeter. Now, but we have to write it in the scale that is given to us. 1 centimeter is this much kilometer. 1 centimeter represents 0.5 kilometer. This is 4.2 centimeter. It says find the actual distance between boat A and boat B. So let's check. 4.2 multiplied by 0.5, that is 2.1 kilometer. Now let's check part B. It says lighthouse L lies to the east of boat A. East of boat A. So let's understand. This is east, this is west, this is north, and this is south. So the lighthouse is somewhere on the right hand side of both the points A and B. It says L is 4.4 kilometer from the boat, 4.4 kilometer from the boat, and from boat A it is 3.3 kilometer from boat A. So in centimeter, if we have to sketch here, so 4.4 multiplied by divided by 4.4 divided by 0.5, which is 8.8. This is going to be 8.8 centimeter, and this is 3.3 divided by 0.5, which is going to be 6.6 centimeter. So basically you have to take an arc from point A and B. So from point A you have to take an arc of, let me check once again. It says the lighthouse L lies to the east of boat A and B. L is 4.4 kilometer from boat A. So from A you have to put the pointer of your compass, take a measurement of 8.8 centimeter, roughly. Let's say 8.8 centimeter is here. You have to make an arc like this, 8.8. From point B you have to make an arc of 6.6. So you have to make an arc of 6.6, let's say like this. And at this point you have to join this and this, and roughly this is going to be 8.8 centimeter. This is your lighthouse, and this is going to be 6.6 centimeter. Yeah, so that's the answer. Using a ruler and compass only, construct and label the position of L. Done. Question number 9, it says write 0.00709 in standard form. So standard form, so I will shift this point from here to here. So I can write 7.09 into 10 raised to minus 3, because I am shifting 1, 2, 3 digits. Work out 4 into 10 raised to 4 the whole square. Give your answer in standard form. So I am going to write 4 square multiplied by 10 raised to 4 to the 8 powered law. So this is going to be 16 multiplied by 10 raised to 8, which can be written as 1.6 multiplied by 10 raised to 9, because we are shifting the decimal point from here to here, so the power will increase. Let's check question number 10. Question number 10. Okay, it says draw an image of triangle A after the reflection in the line of y equals to 1. So line y equals to 1 is here. This is your line y equals to 1, and so line y equals to 1. Reflection of A. So A is here, one unit away from this point is 1 unit away from this line. So here, this is 2 units away from line, so 2 units here, and this point is 1, 2, 3, 4 units away. So 1, 2, 3, 4 units away here, and then you join all the points, this, and this, and that will be your answer of first part, A1, and this is your like reflected triangle. You can write down 1 here. Now it says triangle A after the translation by vector minus 6 and 1. Triangle A by translation by a vector, by translation by the vector minus 6 and 1. Minus 6 and 1 means 6 units towards left. So let's say I'm counting from here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 units from here, and 1 unit above. 1 unit above. So here is the point. Another point is diagonally here, and then this point is 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, and 4 over here, and then you again join these points to get your translated triangle. This is second part. Now let's check the next part. It says describe fully the single transformation that maps triangle A onto triangle B. Triangle A onto triangle B. Triangle A onto triangle B. So this is definitely the case of rotation. Now you can use here tracing paper. I have already done this question before, and I'll tell you what is the coordinate. First of all, this is the case of rotation. You put the tracing paper here, and then after on the diagram, after putting the tracing paper, you can check for the center point and the direction of rotation and the angle of rotation. So this is rotation 90 degree anti-clockwise at a center of I guess 3 comma negative 1. 3 comma negative 1, here is your center. You can check it. Center 3 comma negative 1. You just place a tracing paper above this diagram and then put the pointer here, rotate it 90-degree anti-clockwise. You will get this shape right above this one. So this is the case. Let's move on to question number 11. It says Smith will invest 1500 at a rate of 4.2% per year compound interest. Calculate the value of the investment at the end of 5 years. So principal amount is given to us, rate of interest is given to us, time period is also given to us. We have to find the amount, which is 1 plus r upon 100 raised to t. All we have to do is we have to substitute the value. So a is equals to 1500, 1 plus 4.2 upon 100 raised to 5. Do this in calci, you will get the answer. So 1500 bracket 1 plus 4.2 divided by 100 whole raised to 5, and the answer is 1842.59 exactly. Let's check part B. So part B, it says Hitanshi invests some money at a rate of X percentage per year compound interest. At the end of 11 years, the value of the investment has doubled. Calculate the value of X. So now there are a lot of things unknown to us. It says the rate of interest is X, and after 11 years, the money or the investment is going to be doubled. So let's say initially her principal amount was M, and after 11 years, her amount increased to double, which is 2M, and the time period is 11 years, and the rate of interest is how much X percentage. These are the information, so we can use again same formula, this one. Amount A equals to 1 plus r upon 100 raised to t. So amount is 2x, principal x, amount is M. Amount M, principal M, 1 plus x upon 100 raised to t, which is 11. So this M will cancel out. 2 is equals to actually 100 plus x upon 100 raised to 11. Now this can be written as let's take 11 root both side. If we take 11 root both side, we'll get 2 raised to 1 by 11, which is equals to 100 plus x upon 100. Now check what is 2. Okay, let's leave that also. Just multiply 2 raised to 1 upon 11 multiplied by 100, which is equals to 100 plus x, and then finally x is equals to 2 raised to 1 upon 11 multiplied by 100 minus 100, and this will give you the value of x. Do this calculation in calculator. So 2 raised to 1 upon 11, this multiplied by 100, whatever the answer is, subtract 100, and you will get 6.5, and that's the answer, is 6.5041. So even if we write correct up to 3 significant figure, the answer should be 6.5. Let's move on to question number 12. It says a cone has a sloping edge of 12 centimeter and the base radius 5 centimeter. Base radius is 5 centimeter, sloping edge 12 centimeter. Calculate the total surface area of the cone. So let's see this. Base radius is 5 and the sloping edge is 12, and they are asking us to find the total surface area of the cone. The total surface area of the cone, formula is pi r L plus r, right? Just a second. Yes, pi r L plus r. So let's substitute the value, that's all. Pi multiplied by r is 5, L plus r 12 plus 5. So this is going to be 5 pi multiplied by 17. Do this in calculator, you will get your answer. 17 multiplied by 5 multiplied by pi. The answer is 85 pi, which is 267.03. 267.03. So correct up to 3 significant figure, we can write 267, and that's the answer. Let's move on to the next question. Question number 13. It says the table shows the first 5 terms of a sequence A, B, and C. Sequence A, B, C. It says complete the table to show the nth term of each sequence. So we have to find the nth term of each and every sequence. Let's check the first sequence. We have 5, 12, 31. Okay, just a second. Let me write in the center. What if it's a quadratic or a cubic sequence? So we have 5, 12, 31, 68, 129. Let's check the difference. 5 to 12, that's 7. 12 to 31, that's 19. 31 to 68, that's 37. 68 to 129, that is 61. So this is definitely not linear. Let's check whether it is quadratic or not. 37 minus 19, which is 18. This is neither quadratic because the second difference is also not common. So 61 minus 37, which is 24. Now let's check the third difference. So this is 6 and this is also 6. That means the third difference is common. That means this is a cubic sequence. For cubic sequence, we have to apply this formula. 6a equals to 6, then 12a plus 2b equals to 12, 7a plus 3b plus c equals to 7, and a plus b plus c plus d equals to 5. So now let's try to work out the value of a, b, c, and d. So we can write 6a equals to 6. That means, see, 6a equals to 6. That means a equals to 1. Let's substitute the value of a here to find the value of b. So we can write 12 into a is 1, plus 2b equals to 12. So 2b equals to 12 minus 12, that's 0. So b equals to 0 by 2, that's 0 only. So b is 0. Let's put the value of a and b here to find the value of c. So 7 into a, that's 1, plus 3b, so b into 0 is 0, plus c equals to 7. So c is also 7 minus 7, that's 0. C is also 0. Now a plus b plus c, substitute the value here, we'll get the value of d. So a is 1, b is 0, c is 0, d is unknown, which is equals to 5. So d is equals to 4. So now we can finally write our expression. The general form of cubic expression is ax cubed plus bx square plus cx plus d. Hence the expression will be a is 1. So they told us in terms of nth term, so we'll write n cube plus 4. That's the answer for the first one, n cube plus 4. Let's check the other one. We don't have a lot of space. Sequence B, we have 10, 10 to 9, 9 to 8, 8 to 7, 7 to 6. That means it is decreasing by 1, minus 1, minus 1. So minus 1, so minus 1 into n. So minus n plus, if you want to find the first term, it should be 10. So what will you add? 11. But we also have to check the denominator. So I can write 11 minus n upon, let's check the denominator, 3 to 4, 4 to 5, 5 to 6. So it's increasing by 1. So n plus 2, because n plus 2, 1 plus 2, 3. For second term, 2 plus 2, 4. For third term, 3 plus 2, 5. For fourth term, which should be 6. So 4 plus 2, 6. That means this is the correct answer. Sequence C, we have 4 to 8, 8 to 16, 16 to 32, 32 to 64. So we can clearly see that the numbers are getting multiplied by 2. So let's check. R is A2 upon A1, that is 8 by 4, which is 2. Nth term is n equals to a r raised to n minus 1. First term is 4, r is 2, so multiplied by 2 raised to n minus 1. 4 can be written as 2 square multiplied by 2 raised to n minus 1. That means n equals to 2 raised to n plus 1. So 2 raised to n plus 1, that's the answer. So we're done with this question, question number 13. Let's move on to next question, question number 14, which is based on functions. We have f of x equals to 5 minus 4x. They're telling us to find f of negative 3. So let's put negative 3 here. So we will get f of negative 3 is equals to 5 minus 4 times minus 3. So 5 plus 12, that is 17. Next question, find f of 3 minus 2x. So f of 3 minus 2x is going to be 5 minus 4 times 3 minus 2x. Now let's open the bracket. So 5 minus 4 3s are 12, minus minus plus 4 2s are 8x. So 8x, 5 minus 12 minus 7. So 8x minus 7 is the answer. Now they're telling us to find inverse of the function. So we can write f of x equals to y. So y equals to 5 minus 4x. Swap the variable, that's step 2. So x equals to 5 minus 4y. Now transpose 4y there, x that side. So 4y equals to 5 minus x. Inverse function is going to be y is equals to 5 minus x by 4. That's the inverse function, 5 minus x whole divided by 4. That's the answer. Let's move on to the next question, question number 15. It says, Virat records the height of each of 80 sunflowers. The results are shown in the table. This is the result. Calculate an estimate of the mean height. We have to calculate the estimate of the mean height. The class interval is given to us. So 1.2 to 1.5. What will be the center value? So 1.5 minus 1.2, 1.5 minus 1.2 divided by 2, and that is, sorry, not minus, plus 1.2 plus 1.5 divided by 2, and the answer is 1.35. So midpoint is going to be 1.35. We have to find the midpoint of each case and then multiply by 12. That's how we get that value we use for the median. Mean, because we cannot use 1.2 or 1.5. So next is 1.5 and 1.6. So 1.55 is 1.6, 1.7, 1.65, 1.7, 1.9, definitely 1.8. So now mean is going to be 1.35 into 12 plus 1.55 into 20 plus 1.65 into 34 plus 1.8 into 14 whole divided by 80, because if you add all of these you will get 80. So this is going to be, let's check in the calculator. So fraction, and in the numerator we have 1.35 into 12 plus 1.55 into 20 plus 1.65 into 34 plus 1.8 into 14. Bracket close. In denominator we have 80, and the final answer is 1.60625. That's the exact answer, 1.60625 meter. Now let's check part B. It says draw a histogram. We have to draw the histogram to show the information in the table. So 1.2 to 1.3, we have to find the frequency density. Frequency is given to us. So let's write down the frequency density formula. Frequency density is equals to frequency upon the class width. So let's check for the first one. Frequency is 12. So 12 divided by, what's the class width? Class width is 1.5 minus 1.2, that is 0.3. So 12 divided by 0.3 divided by 0.3, which is 40. So for the first one it is 40. Let's calculate for all. So I'm writing frequency density over here. For the first one it is 40. For the second one we have 20 and divided by 0.1, which is 200. Why 0.1? Because the difference is 0.1. Then for the third one, difference is again 0.1. 34 divided by 0.1, that is going to be 340. Here the difference is 0.2, so 14 divided by 0.2 going to be 70. Yeah, 14 divided by 0.2, which is going to be 70. So these are the values. We have to draw the histogram. So 1.2 to 1.5, it's 40. 1.2 to 1.5, it's 40. So going to be 1.2 to 1.5, that's 100. This is 50. Okay, sorry. We have to draw at 40. The first one is 40 till here. Second one, 1.5 to 1.6, 200. 1.5 to 1.6 is 200. Let's check where is 200. 200 is here. Also write down the values. This is going to be 40. This is going to be 200. Third one, 1.6 to 1.7, 340. 1.6 to 1.7 is going to be 340. So let's check. This is 300. This is 350. 340 is 1 point below. And this is going to be 340. And the last one is 70. But that's for 1.7 to 1.9. 1.7 to 1.9 is 70. This is going to be 100. 3 points down. This is 2 points down. This is 3 points down. And this is the answer. This is going to be 70. So this is the histogram. Let's move on to the next question. Question number 16. It says the graph shows the speed of a cyclist during a journey of 30 seconds. So for the first 30 seconds, this is journey. It says write down the acceleration of the cyclist between 15 seconds to 25 seconds. Acceleration from 15 seconds to 25 seconds. The time is here. Speed is here. Now here we can clearly see that there is no acceleration. There is no acceleration. Acceleration is for the formula acceleration A is v minus u upon t, and it's exactly the same. V minus u is exactly the same. So 0 by t, that's 0. So answer is going to be 0. Acceleration is 0. Now it says by drawing a tangent, find an estimate for the acceleration of the cyclist at 7.5 seconds. So let's check where is 7.5, 5, 10. This is going to be exactly 7.5 at this point. Let's draw a tangent line at this point. So I'll sketch it like this. And to the both the ends. So like this. Now this looks proper. This angle and this angle should be same at equal distance. That's how we sketch the tangent line. So we have to find the acceleration. So rate, speed upon time basically. That means we have to find the gradient of this line to get the acceleration. So this point I'm going to consider, which is 7.5 comma, this is also okay, this is 7.5, but this point is 7.5 comma 7. Let's say I'm taking this point, so that is 0 comma we can write 4 point, let's say 3. No, this is 5, so this is going to be 4.6, not 3. So 4.6. So let's try to find it out. 7 minus 4.6. Okay, 7 minus 4.6 divided by 7.5 minus 0. That's going to be the acceleration. See, this minus this, 7.5 minus 0. So let's do this in calculator. So 7 minus 4.6, which is this much, divided by 7.5, and the answer is 0.32. The answer is 0.32. Let's check part C now. So part C, it says work out the average speed of the cyclist between 15 to 30 seconds. So we have to check the average speed between 15 to 30 seconds. So average speed 15 to 30 seconds. So this is 15 to 25, 10 units, and this is 8 points. So 8 into 10, this is going to be 80. This is again, this much is 8, and this is 25 to 30, that's 5. So area of this triangle is going to be half into 5 into 8, so 20. So this is going to be 20, this is going to be 80. That's the total distance upon total time taken. Average speed is going to be total distance, that is 100, upon total time, which is 15 to 30 seconds is 15 seconds. So let's check 100 divided by 15. 100 divided by 15, which is 6.67 meter per second. 6.67 meter per second, that's the answer. Let's move on to question number 17 now. We have a diagram. It says the diagram shows the 3 points A, B, and C on horizontal ground. The bearing of C from A is 145. The bearing of C from A is 145 degrees. This is 145 degrees. And the angle ACB is 38. ACB is 38. Angle, okay, AC is 65. AC is 65, already marked. BC is 95 meters, that is already marked. It says find the bearing of B from C. We have to find the bearing of B from C. So at C, we'll draw a north line like this. And we have to find the bearing of B from point C. That means we have to find this angle. Now this angle is 145. That means this angle is going to be 180 minus 145. That is 35 degrees. So this is going to be 35-degree angle. But if you have to find this is going to be, okay, so if this is north, the opposite of north is going to be south. So this is going to be south. So this part is 180 degree and other part is also 180 degrees. So this angle is going to be 180 minus 35 minus 38, which is 107. So this angle is 107 degree. Bearing is going to be 180 degrees plus 107 degrees. So 180 plus 107, that is 287 degrees. 287 degrees. And we have to write down in 3 significant figure. It is already in 3SF. Let's check part B. It says show that AB is equals to 59.3 meter, correct up to 1 decimal place. We have to find the length AB, correct up to 1 dp. So AB length is exactly opposite to angle C, which is 38 degrees. And this length and this length, AB is exactly opposite to 38 degrees, and these two lengths are known to us, so we can apply cosine rule here. So we can write down, let's say mark this as C, small c. So C square is going to be A square plus B square minus 2 A into B into cos 38 degrees. And let's substitute the values. So this is A, this is B. So 95 and 65. So we can write down 95 square plus 65 square minus 2 into 95 into 65 into cos 38 degrees. We do this in calculator. So let's check. 95 square plus 65 square minus inside the bracket 2 into 95 into 65 into cos 38, bracket close, and the answer is 3518.067. Take under root both sides to get the value of C. So under root answer, and my answer is 59.31 exactly, 59.31. So correct up to 1 decimal place will be correct up to 1 decimal place. AB is going to be 59.3 meters. Let's move on to part C. It says angle BAC is obtuse. Angle BAC. This angle is obtuse. Work out the bearing of B from A. Now we have to find the bearing of B from A. Bearing of B from A means there. So okay, this is 145. Bearing of B from A is going to be this angle. So for this angle, we have to find this angle, which is unknown to us. So we can apply sine rule here because this we have 59.3. So we can write sine 38. We can write down sine 38 upon 59.3, which is equals to sine A upon 95. Just a second. Okay, let's move ahead. Sine A will be equals to 95 multiplied by sine 38 degrees divided by 59.3. Let's do this in calculator. 95 multiplied by sine 38, which is this much, divided by 59.3. We got the answer. Now A will be sine inverse of 0.986. So A is going to be shift sine inverse answer, which is 80.5. Now 80.5 is not an obtuse angle. They had clearly mentioned BSE is an obtuse angle. Our answer is 80.5. So there's a conversion. Sine theta is also sine 180 degree minus theta. So we can write down sine 180 degree minus 80.5. So we will get 180 minus 80.5, which is 99.5. 99.5 degrees. That's the angle theta here. This angle is 99.5 plus 145. So bearing is going to be 145 degrees plus 99.5. So which is 244.5 degrees. So we can write down 244.5 degrees, but it's a bearing, so we have to write down correct up to 3 significant figure. So answer will be 244. Let me check. Yeah, bearing. So it's also an angle. We can write down 244.5. That's the answer. Let's move on to next question. Question number 18. It says factorize 18a square minus 98. So we can take here. So this is the case of difference of squares. So we have a square here. How can we make it a perfect square number? If I take 2 common, I can write 9a square minus 49, and that's how we got two perfect square numbers, 9 and 49. So we can write it as 2 3a the whole square minus 7 the whole square. That's how this can be written as 2 times 3a plus 7 and 3a minus 7. That's the answer. So 2 times 3a plus 7 and 3a minus 7. Let's move on to part B. It says expand and simplify. So first we have 3 binomial terms given to us. I can multiply x plus 4 into x minus 2 and directly write x square plus 2x minus 8, and this can be multiplied by 2x minus 1. So x into 2x, so 2x square, sorry, x square into 2x is going to be 2x square, x square into minus 1 is going to be minus x square. Now 2x, so 2x into 2x is going to be 4x square, 2x into negative 1 is going to be negative 2x. Now negative 8 into 2x is going to be 16x, negative 8 into negative 1, which is positive 8. Now we have, okay, this is 2x square into, okay, this is 2x cube. So we have 2x cube and this, so plus 3x square, this and this, minus 18x plus 8. That's the answer. Let's move on to question number 19 now. It says solve the equation 2 plus 5 cos x equals to 0 from 0 to 360. So we can write 5 cos x equals to negative 2, cos x equals to negative 2 by 5, x equals to cos inverse negative 2 by 5. Let's check the answer. So shift cos inverse minus 2 divided by 5, and the answer is, one of the value is 113.57 and the other value of x. So the conversion formula cos theta is cos 360 degree minus theta. That means we have to do 360 minus this. So another value of x is going to be 360 minus 113.57. So 360 minus answer, and I am getting 246.43. So we can write down 113.57 and 246.43. as the final answer. Let's move on to next question quickly. It says a piece of metal has a volume. A piece of metal has a volume this much, correct, to 20 centimeter cube. The mass of the piece of metal is this much to the nearest 100 grams. Calculate the lower bound of the density of the metal. Density is mass upon volume. So density is mass upon volume. We have to find the lower bound of the density. If we have to find the lower bound of density, I have to write down lower bound of mass divided by upper bound of volume. So let's find out lower bound of mass. So lower bound of mass first. So lower bound is going to be 7800 minus, so this is 100, half the degree of accuracy is going to be 50. So 7800 minus 50, that is going to be 7750. And upper bound of volume is 1240, correct, up to 20. So upper bound of volume is going to be 1240 plus, now this is 20, half the degree of accuracy again 10, so this is going to be 1250. So 7750 divided by 1250, 0 0 cancel out. Let me check. 775 divided by 125, and the answer is 31 upon 5, which is 6.2 gram per centimeter cube. That's the answer. Let's check question number 21 on vectors. We have OAB is a triangle, OAB is a triangle, C is the midpoint of OA, C is the midpoint OA. That means if this is M, this will also be M. OC is M, CB is N, CB is N, which is already marked. E lies on AB such that AE is to EB is 4:5. AE is to EB is 4:5. So this is 4/9 and this is 5/9 for sure, because total is 9 units. Now it says find in terms of M and N the position vector of E. Position vector of E means we have to find OE. Position, when they are telling us to find the position vector of E, that means we have to find OE. So I'll write it here. Give your answer in simplest form. So now if I have to find OE, O to E, I can go from O to A and A to E. So O to A is 2M and A to E we have to find. AE we have to find. To find AE we need AB. We don't have AB, we need AB. How can we find AB? Do we have OB? We can find OB. OB is going to be OC plus CB. So M plus N. That means OB is M plus N. So OB is known to us and OA is also known to us, which is 2M. So AB will be, let me check. AB will be minus AO, not minus AO, minus of OA, minus OA plus OB. So OA is 2M, so minus 2M plus M plus N, that is going to be N minus M. So AB is N minus M. So this is going to be 4/9 of N minus M. We have to find OE. So OE is OA plus AE. Now we have both the values. OA is 2M plus AE is 4/9 of N minus 4/9 of M. So let's keep the like terms together. I can write down 2M upon 1 minus 4/9M plus 4/9N. So 9 to the 18, 18 minus 4 is 14 upon 9M plus 4/9N, and that's the final answer. So we can write 14, we can write down 14/9M plus 4 by 9 n, m and then n. So that's all. Let's move on to question number 22. It says the line y equals to 4x plus 12 intersects the curve y equals to 2x squared minus x minus 3 at point P and Q. Find the coordinates of P and Q. So for this we have to substitute the value of y from the first equation to the second equation. So we can write it as 4x plus 12, which is equals to 2x 4x plus 12, which is equals to 2x square minus x minus 3. So we can write it as 2x square minus x minus 3 minus 4x minus 12 equals to 0. So with this we have 2x square minus 5x minus 15 equals to 0. We have to find both the coordinates of P and Q. We can apply quadratic formula here. So x is equals to minus b plus minus under root of b square minus 4a into c divided by 2a, which is equals to minus b, that's 5, plus minus under root of negative 5 square minus 4ac, 4 into 2 into negative 15, whole divided by 2a, so 2 into 2, 4. So let's check. So 5 plus minus under root of this is going to be 25 plus 120, which is 145. So root of 145 divided by 4. So x1 is going to be 5 plus root 145 by 4, and I'll find it in decimals. So we have 5 plus root 145 divided by 4, and the answer is 4.26. So x1 is 4.26. So y1 will be, substitute the value of 4.26 in any equation to get the value of y. So I'll put it in the linear equation. So 4 times the answer plus 12, which is 29.04, which is 29.04. This is your x1 and this is your y1 coordinates. Let's check the other one, the negative one. X2 is going to be 5 minus root 145 divided by 4. Let's check the value. 5 minus root 145 divided by 4, and the answer is negative 1.76. Y2 is going to be 4 times the answer plus 12, which is 4.96. So let's check. X1 is 4.26, 29.04, and this is negative 1.76, 4.96 as the final answer. Let's move ahead to question number 23. We have a diagram. It says the diagram shows the major segment of the circle, center O, radius 2.5. The segment is a cross section of a tunnel with height 3 meter. Height is given to us as 3 meter. The length of the tunnel is 800 meter, and it has the same cross section throughout its length. Find the volume of the tunnel. So we have to find the volume of the tunnel. We know that the volume formula is cross section multiplied by its length. So length of the tunnel is 800 meters. But now we have to find out the area of this cross section. To find the area of this cross section, we can divide the figure. Let's say this is 2.5. So if I join this also, this will also be 2.5. So what we can do, we can find the area of the bigger sector and the area of the triangle, like this sector with theta. So we have to find the theta and area of this triangle. So for this, if I make a perpendicular bisector here from the center and 90 degree, so this is 2.5. Do we have this is 2.5, this is 3. Okay, so see, this radius here, this is also radius, this will also be 2.5. That means the height of this triangle is going to so the height of the triangle is going to be 3 minus 2.5, which is 0.5. So we have the height of the triangle, we have this as 2.5. We can find this angle. We need to find this angle because we need both of these angles. So let's find this angle instead of base. So this is opposite. We have adjacent and hypotenuse. So we can apply cos theta. Cos theta is adjacent upon hypotenuse. We have to find the theta. So theta will be cos inverse 0.5 divided by 2.5. Let's check the theta. Theta is going to be shift cos inverse 0.5 divided by 2.5, and the answer is 78.46. 78.46. Now this theta multiplied by 2, theta multiplied by 2 will be this multiplied by 2, which is 156.9. 156.9 degrees. Why 2? Because we need this angle. Now this angle is 156.9 degrees. This angle will give us the reflex angle, this angle, which is going to be 360 minus answer, which is 203.07. 203.07 degrees. And now we'll get our answer quickly. Let's find the area of this triangle. So area of this triangle we can apply. Area of triangle will be 1 upon 2 half AB sine C basically. So 1 upon 2, 2.5 into 2.5 into sine 156.9 degrees. So let's do this in calculator. We have 0.5 multiplied by 2.5 multiplied by 2.5 multiplied by sine 156.9, and the answer is 1.226. This is the area of triangle only, this much meter square. We still have to find the area of the major sector with angle 203. So the formula for sector is area of sector is theta by 360 into pi r square. We have all the values. Theta is 203.07 divided by 360 multiplied by pi into r square. R is 2.5. Let's do this in calculator now. So we have 203.07 divided by 360 multiplied by pi multiplied by 2.5 square, and the final answer is 11.0757 meter square. That's the area of sector. Total area of the section is going to be, or we would say area of cross section is going to be 1.226 plus 11.0757. So this plus 1.226, which is 12.301. 12.301. That's the area of cross section in meter square. We know that volume is area of cross section multiplied by length. So that is 301 multiplied by length, that is 800. So this multiplied by 800 and we'll get the answer 9841.4 meter square, and that's the final answer. With this, we are done with each and every question. I hope this was helpful to you guys. If this was helpful to you, do subscribe the channel, like the video, share it with your friends so that they can also revise, and press the bell icon so that whenever I'll solve any latest paper, you will get the video. That's all from my end. Bye everyone.